Joe Biden is ready to go off and lick the world. What on God's earth?
There's nothing our nations can't achieve if we do it together. I really mean it. So thank you all. God bless you all. Let's go lick the world. Let's get it done.
It's so hard to understand what is coming out of this administration, because on one hand, it's like Joe Biden bumbling and fumbling through things. On the other hand, they seem fairly set on continuing to escalate this war in Ukraine that, from some of these leaked documents that we're finding out, is not going nearly as well as they had been purporting, at least through the corporate press. I'm not surprised by that at all. Look, at the end of the day, the question really beyond what is right and wrong in Russia and Ukraine and all of those things are, from an American perspective, do you believe that the people that are in charge of this operation are the right people to be in charge? I simply do not believe that. I don't know if you saw this, but, we also had Joe Manchin, one of our senators here, who's a Democrat but often will vote Republican. He's one of the few crossover guys that we have. He tweeted out that we are at war. He either said at or in, either way, at or in. But as far as I know, to be at or in war, you need congressional authority to do that. But nobody even bats an eyelash at it. Oh, we're at war. Okay, zippity-doo-dah, we're at war. So we have a big problem here, because we have an administration that is not being honest with us, and we have a media that simply never asks the right questions. Hey, are we at war? How much is that war costing us? Are we going to end that war? I don't know. I could probably come up with a couple others.
Yeah. Should we be in that war?
Should we be at war? That's a good one. Yeah.
You would have thought, but also you would have thought that the same geniuses that brought us the needlessness of Iraq and the excessiveness of Afghanistan would have learnt by now, unless you know how it's going to end, don't bother starting. At least we all knew that the object of the start of World War II was to end World War II, which meant you went as hard as possible, and sadly, an awful lot of people died. There is no stated end here. Troops on the ground, it's a leak, and when it all becomes public, the Department of Defense, rather than saying, hey, we're at war with Russia, tells people, oh, this shouldn't be on the front page of the newspaper. You're so right, which is, yet as soon as, and this is so often the rabbit hole, right? If MSNBC asks a question, it's legitimate. If CBS Morning Show asks a question, it's legitimate. If Dave Rubin asks a question, it's just fringe internet stuff.
Yeah.
Last time I checked,
fringe nonsense.
You've all got the chance to ask a question.
Well, Paul, what I would say is this is why they don't sit down with guys like us. It's why when I went to D.C. 2 weeks ago, we were able to sit down with about 15 Republicans, and 0 Democrats said yes to our invites. And that is a huge problem, but they will continue doing that as much as possible.